Lancaster County is filled with history lessons everywhere you look, from its towns that are centuries old to its people who trace their lineage back to the beginning of our country, or to the buildings that are monuments of years past. News 11 got the chance to tour one such location in Ephrata that's been around since before the Revolutionary War.
It's pretty neat for us to be able to live in such an amazing piece of history, to think that we're living in a building that was built when George Washington was here.
In June of 2009, Rebecca Gallagher and her family bought the Smithton Inn, becoming just the third family to own the property since 1763, which has seen its fair share of changes.
And the house itself did transform over that time. It started as a tavern, then it was a tavern and farming, and then it was just plain old farming, and then by the time the last Miller descendant was here, it was just a residence.
After 8 generations of descendants of cloister member Henry Miller owned the property, Alan Smith purchased it in 1979 and put his architectural touch on the Smithton Inn, for whom it is named after.
He had a vision for this place that probably other people couldn't have achieved, and so he was really the right person to buy it. He rewired, replumbed, converted kitchens into bedrooms, changed staircases, did some incredible heavy lifting to transform this building into the one it is today.
Smith tore down the wraparound porch and created this stone wall portico entrance. He built additions to the rear of the inn, creating more space for guests to stay while putting his own flair in the design.
Everyone comments on the shiny wood floors. They're amazing.
When Smith died in 2004 and the Gallaghers moved in 2009, they once again had to fix up the place and restored it to an operating bed and breakfast with one central goal in mind for their guests.
They feel like they're staying in a historic property, but that history isn't imposing itself on you. If you wanted actual accuracy, you'd be using the outhouse. You know, there wouldn't be air conditioning. You'd be using candles instead of light bulbs.
But they have spared visitors the 1700s treatment, opting to go with modern amenities like flat-screen TVs, Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and private bathrooms in every room.
It's been a blast fixing it up and bringing it back to life.
With beautiful landscapes and restored interiors, the Smithton Inn is thriving once again in Ephrata 250 years later, and the Gallaghers are opening their doors to celebrate this monumental anniversary with the community. At least half a dozen events are planned for the 250th anniversary celebration, each raising money for organizations throughout the Ephrata community. Now, the biggest event, the 250th anniversary gala, is scheduled for Friday, June 21st at 6 p.m. To get your tickets for that event or any others, go to their website, historicsmithtoninn.com.